Well, sadly, we're used to hearing about drinking and driving, but what about drugged driving? In the first 3 months of the year, nearly 40 people were killed by a drugged driver here in Tennessee. Tonight, News 2's Mark Kelly continues our special reports on drugged driving. He sits down with a mother who lost her son in a preventable tragedy.
Every parent fears it, but Carol Akers lived it.
You know, I have to live with this pain. Jacob's whole family lives with pain that I'll have until the day I die.
Her beloved son, her oldest boy, Jacob, was killed in a car crash.
I remember going home and not being able to sleep for, it felt like weeks, months, and just laying down wishing that you could go to sleep and not wake up because of how bad it hurt. It just hurt so bad inside.
The driver was convicted of drugged driving.
What the blood test showed was hydrocodone, which is an opiate, and amphetamines, which was probably meth. He denied doing heroin all the way until his third parole hearing, and then he admitted to using heroin that night.
Carol lost her son. Jacob's fiance lost her life partner, and the world lost a man who only wanted to make things better. Jacob had graduated from Lipscomb University in 2014 and was headed to medical school.
His goal was to volunteer a lot with Doctors Without Borders and go to those third world countries and just help people. He was very focused and dedicated, and nothing was going to stop him.
But something did stop him, a drug driver, on Highway 49 in Dixon County. It's a story, unfortunately, Linda Scherer knows all too well.
Honestly, I think it's all about responsibility.
Scherer is a traffic safety resource prosecutor in Nashville. Her team helps law enforcement statewide handle drug driving cases. They also publish Murderers Row, a newsletter warning the public about the lives changed from drugged driving. The first 3 months of this year, there were 240 people killed on Tennessee roads, and 34 of those involved drug driving, according to state data.
I think it's important because people don't understand that vehicular homicide is vehicular homicide. Homicide being the unlawful killing of another. And when we're talking about Murderers Row in our newsletter, we're talking about vehicular homicide by intoxication.
My purpose is to give the truth as well as I can to everyone I can.
Carol shares Jacob's story and hopes it can save another family from her grief. Jacob's killer was released this year after serving 7 years, and she's worried what could happen next.
It scares me that he's out. I'm just afraid of this happening to another person.
Mark Kelly, News 2.
Carol wants drug driving laws strengthened similar to a blood alcohol level. She wants any illegal drugs in a driver's system to be considered impairment under the law. We have a link to the Murderers Row newsletter on our website at WKRN.com.